We're looking at clips from minicamps and OTAs, and today we're looking at the Cleveland Browns getting another look at Shedeur Sanders, but we're prospecting out to what we want to see in training camp, what to expect, and what to expect during his rookie season. Before we dig in, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at practice. We looked at rookie camp, minicamp, and OTAs, but training camp's going to be here soon. You want to know what your rookies are doing on the field. You want to know those quarterback battles. Soon you're going to be drafting these guys in fantasy football. You need to know who's climbed the depth charts, who's looking good from those injuries, who is projecting out to be the future starter. It's all right here. Click that button. Stop missing out on what your players are doing behind the scenes, especially on your favorite teams. Today, we're looking at Shedeur Sanders. We looked at a lot of this before, but we're doing the series, going through the rookies and talking about what we want to see from them in training camp. We're doing this alphabetically. If you've noticed, it's in S's now. Shedeur Sanders. And we're looking at minicamp clips here, talking some ball. And everything I've seen and I've heard a lot because I had to dig up all these clips. And I did the montage from rookie camp to OTAs and minicamp, almost an hour long on all those clips. Go check that out. It was about a couple weeks ago. And one thing that I gather, because I get all the news when I do that from the beat writers, it's limited, but it's more truthful from these players because they're just popping it off their phones while they're posting the video clip while they're there. He's stacking days. He's been looking good. He's been accurate. His accuracy numbers and completion percentage throughout the practices, a little bit different from site to site, but it's around 80%. Some places 77. I think ESPN Cleveland had him at that. I've seen some at like 80-some. It's up there. And I can agree by looking at all those clips because I have them all. I reviewed them all, and I viewed them with you on tape. I agree that it's up there, and I agree that he's leading the quarterbacks when it comes to completion percentage, completion rate, and that he's been stacking days and looking solid. I agree with that, and he's been looking good. And with the cards that have been given to him, he has been playing them well. The cards that have been playing with him, he's been playing a lot with the third and fourth string, but in minicamp, Day 2, he got a lot of opportunity with the second string. Got some there. In Day 3, he got some. Joe Flacco got some opportunity to rest, and they let the young guys work. When he got those cards, he played them well. That's the thing. That's what I mean by stacking days, because that's what he needs to do. Keep stacking days. We're in a quarterback battle here, and we just got to keep doing it. We just got to keep doing it. Just keep coming in looking good. Do not have a run of bad practices. And if we do this in training camp, we get to the joint practices, that's going to gain some more steam. The contrary to that is all the other quarterbacks are also stacking days and looking good. And when you look at minicamp OTAs, rookie camp, objectively, it's not as stringent as training camp, especially when you get deeper into training camp. But still, 11 on 11, 7 on 7s. So that's going to allow him, if he keeps stacking days, to allow for some of these quarterbacks to have some bad days for him to gain some traction and steam over them. Joe Flacco is the veteran quarterback here. The fact that they allowed him to have some rest is an indicator that they're looking to maintain him throughout a season. And I wouldn't be surprised if the coaching staff has some bias towards him. And they may be looking at him as more of the, hey, this is a guy that as long as we win the turnover battle, we hold on tight, we might be able to get through type of play. Shedeur Sanders has more upside than any of the quarterbacks on the team. Any of the quarterbacks on the team. What I'm expecting in training camp, when we get there, is him to keep stacking days. I expect him to keep stacking days. We'll see more pass rush in training camp. The pads will be on. We'll be getting some joint practices. Things will get heated as some of these guys start realizing, hey, in a couple weeks, I'm not going to have a job no more. I got to step it up. And I'm talking about all the positions. And that's going to allow things to turn up, get more heated. That's going to allow the competition to go up. And that's going to allow them to see some different looks. And it's also going to allow the other quarterbacks to see different looks too. The thing is, when I think about Shedeur Sanders, I think the upside's immense. Also, give all rookies grace. If you watched every single video talking about these rookies, I allow them to get a ramp-up period. I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If they need some ramp-up time, if they need time to prove themselves, if they have a few weeks they're not on the field, or if they're on the field, they're not being productive or whatever, I give them time to develop. That's part of my process. That way, when they start hitting, you didn't throw them out with the bathwater. You still got them. You're still in. You're still in because most rookies need that. There's a few rookies that don't. It's very few, but a lot of rookies that hit, they needed a ramp-up time. They needed a ramp-up time. You just look for flashes. And with the cards that have been dealt, he's shown you some flashes. Here he's working out after practice. Joe Flacco's been a good mentor with him. Flacco has been solid with him, like teaching him from what we saw here after practice, and then also from what we're hearing from Stefanski. Like, those two guys are talking a lot. Flacco's a good mentor. Flacco is solid. That's what we're seeing here. And you know what? Let him learn from Flacco. It's a big learning adjustment. There's a learning curve from the college game to the pro game. That's what we're looking at. And we're seeing Shedeur Sanders so far taking to this rather well. Rather well. Good anticipation, accurate downfield, accurate in all phases. You'll see that in the clips. Good anticipation getting it out. He's great around the end zone. He's great around the sideline. That is what you want to see. That is what you want to see from your quarterback. Now, a lot of you guys are thinking about Kenny Pickett. I've not brought him up yet. I never liked Kenny Pickett. I didn't like him as a prospect. I didn't like him at Pitt. I think Jordan Addison's the reason why he got drafted in the first round. I think when you stack up college profiles, I like Shedeur better. I like Shedeur's tape better than Kenny Pickett's from college. I think Shedeur's a better prospect. I like him better. I've been blunt about that. Usually I'm not blunt about players. I will give you objectively all the options and everything. I think if you want that from this take, it's that the coaching staff might have some grace for Kenny Pickett and they'll throw more at Kenny Pickett. He's going to get more opportunities, and with those more opportunities might present more grace. And the Browns might be the Browns with that situation. You also have to remember, because a lot of Shedeur fans will come to this video and channel want to know, the Browns are still the Browns. The Browns are still going to be the Browns in this scenario. That's the one thing about this. The Browns are still going to, you look at the meme and it's the jersey with all the names. The Browns are still going to be the Browns. You may have different coaches, different this, different that. The Browns are still going to be the Browns. That being said, in this situation, the best thing, if you're a Shedeur fan, like I cover the Colorado recruiting classes hard, January, February, March. And a lot of the Colorado players I like to pay attention to due to that. So I do have some fandom on there, but I like the deeper guys. Like, I like watching those guys play out and with some of these collegiate teams and see where they go. Shedeur Sanders, accurate ball, quick getting it out. Prospect profile is not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. We all know it's better than the draft capital. We got to remember, it's the Browns. And the thing is, my sense with this team, it's not take of what my opinion is, my guess with this team is they're going to try and win the turnover battle. They're going to try and win the run game. And they're going to try and be methodical. And they're going to try to hold on and win games and not be pretty but get by. And they're not shooting for upside to take over. They're going to try to get by to try to backdoor to playoffs. And that sounds like Flacco with what they're trying to implement. Now, how long can that be? Because that schedule, I listened to the beat writers talk. I listened to a lot of it because I got to gather all these clips, and I did it for all four of these quarterbacks doing videos multiple times this offseason. How long can that last? Can we get through that through training camp? Or are we going to have a fall? Flacco, he had a decorated career for a quarterback. He's a good veteran, However, he's had his runs of bad times. Now, if you get that in training camp early season, who are you going to go to, Browns? Who are you going to go to? Kenny Pickett's kind of like a Nathan Peterman-esque prospect. That's where you're looking at. Dillon Gabriel's a good backup quarterback in this league. Like, I'm not going to take anything. Dillon Gabriel, I think, just got caught in a crossfire here. Like, he is a quarterback to root for. I'm not going to harp on him or talk about him, even though there's a competition in those lights that a lot of people want me to, like, pick a quarterback and be... He's a good quarterback prospect. but he is what he is. And he's going to give you a good run of games as a starter somewhere down the line in his career. It may not even be with the Browns. It could be with another team, but he's going to be in the league for a long time. You're not going to look at depth charts and not see his name. And if that ever happens, or if the Browns be the Browns and he ends up in a different, you're going to hear his name again. He's a good quarterback. He can run an offense. He's poised, calm in the pocket, very accurate, has good experience at the college level. Shedeur's got that upside to his game, though. He has the upside to take over the league, but he's still a rookie. You give him the rookie grace. That's the thing about it. He has the upside to take over the league by storm. The Browns coaching staff may not be ready for that experience and to deal with the ups and downs of developing. And they may want to go with Flacco and hold on tight. That may not be the best move overall. Or it may be the best move if you're thinking just short-term micro analysis. They got picks ready for the future. They want to see what's up with the staff for the long term. So that means if we're out of it early, you're going to see quarterbacks being in and out. And I believe we're going to see multiple starters. I believe you're going to see all the quarterbacks in. I believe the Browns are going to be the Browns. That's my main take. I think Shedeur's got to just keep stacking days. He's just got to keep stacking days. When you think about all that together, and when I keep saying that phrase, the Browns are going to be the Browns, the best thing you do is keep stacking days, keep playing well. I think he's going to keep playing well in training camp. I think even when you get the pads on and when you get the joint practices in, I think you will. Even if you have one bad practice, I think you're still going to have a good run. I believe that you're going to have that moment or two because all the quarterbacks did. I mean, every single one of these quarterbacks had their moments except for Shedeur already. So, and it's going to be limelighted in the media. And there's people asking me, why are there no bad throws ever shown? It's because there's none really. There's not many picks. A lot of them are like bounce offs or whatever, but no really bad plays. You got Kenny Pickett one day, I think it was one of the last practices of OTAs. What was noted was most of those throws he was off by were going to be picks or interceptions or close to be interceptions in those moments. He's been dead on accurate. He's been stacking days. Someone asked for me to make t-shirts to sell for that. Stacking days. Because honestly, that's the motto we should all have. We either win or we learn. And the winner we learn, we got to keep stacking days. If the cards are dealt, we keep doing it. And a lot of people said that. And I said this one time, just talking in hypotheticals, it wasn't really a take. Hey, maybe the universe just said, hey, maybe you just needed a fall in the draft for you to just turn it up. And honestly, having that card dealt to you and just keep stacking days. You either win or you learn. You never lose. You never lose if you have that mentality. You never lose. He has that. He has that. You win or you learn. And the thing is, you step up, you keep coming. You step up, you keep coming. And maybe that's to teach us to step up and keep stacking days. Keep stacking days. You go to jiu-jitsu, you're going to learn. You're going to learn. And you keep stacking days, and next thing you know, you're getting those stripes. You're going to keep going. Things are going to happen outside your control, but you keep stacking days. That's what probably needs to be taught. Maybe it needs to be taught to us. But you're looking at him. He's working hard. He's learning, and he's got players around him. This is a great situation, actually, if you want to spin it that way. I think it's a great situation. The ambiguous depth chart. You got two tremendously good running backs here. If you keep stacking days, you keep doing what's in your control, you're going to eventually get your moment, and then you got to hit hard when you do, and then it's going to be your job. And you just got to keep doing it. Or maybe you keep stacking days, you look good in training camp, you look good in preseason joint practices, the Browns be the Browns, you go somewhere else. But you kept stacking days. That's the thing, you just keep stacking days and let the chips fall. That's what it is. And he's stacking days. And it gets me excited. It makes me root for him even more. I root for underdog stories or that storyline. It just makes me root for him even more. Because that's what I'm here for when I do these camp videos. I started this on Justin Ross on a whim. Because I saw him fall, his collegiate career, the injuries, rooting for a guy coming back from injuries, rooting for those late round picks, UDFAs, guys being cast aside, just rooting for them in camp because why not? Why not root for guys in camp to climb the depth chart? Just keep stacking days. That's what I'm expecting. What I'm expecting during the rookie season, if you keep stacking days, you're going to get your opportunity. I can't tell you when, but I guarantee the Browns will be the Browns. I can definitely guarantee you that. And I'm not going to be off on that because it's been like that my whole life. And they're trying to get this team under a dome. That's the thing. That's probably the take I can get heated out. I don't think Browns football should be in a dome. I don't think it should be under a roof. I know a lot of people ain't watching right now, but if you are, let me know in the comments how you feel about that. I don't think Browns football should ever be under a roof. Ever. I don't care if it's a situational dome that you can move around. I don't care. I don't care. Like, that, it should be a nasty, rotted field, just mud and turmoil and sadness. That's where Browns football should be at, and it should be gritty, just like the city of Cleveland. Just like it. Just like it. And that might be just old school, but I just don't feel like AFC North football should be snow, weather, should be cold. You should be thinking about that when you're placing your bets. You should be excited for the snow games on TV if there's there. That's what it should be. If you want to take that, I'm serious about it. That's disheartening. I do not know when that's going to happen. I just saw the headline, honestly. I did not read it. That's disheartening. I don't want Browns football on a dome. I'm not a Browns fan per se, but I don't want Browns football on a dome. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I don't want that at all. I don't know if Browns fans even want it. I don't know. And taxpayer money's going to that for sure, it looks like, which is interesting. Nobody asked taxpayers whether they want it outside, inside, or what. No one asked that. I believe if you asked them, they'd ask for it to be outside. They would probably want their continuity of what they've always had. They had to have the team shipped off once, and they had to rebuild what they had. I think might as well ask their fan base what they want. Fan base wants a quarterback. Fan base wants a quarterback. They want somebody to emerge quick. I think they want upside and they want to figure it out. I think fan base, you just look at the bodies here. I don't think they want to hold on tight and hope the back door to the playoffs. I think they want the upside. That's what I think. That's my main take. Let me know what you think, though, in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.